Welcome back to Dead Pine Archives. I'm Dan, and I'm here today with Kelly and Neil.
Hello.
Hello.
Ba wah wah wah.
Neil has a story for us today.
I do. And actually, this is the first one that I was familiar with before I researched it for the show. Have either of you? It is part urban legend, part ghost story, but it is Morrow Road.
Is that the one
No.
I don't want to say anything if it's actually part of it, but is it it's the one where you throw your keys?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
What?
all I know about it.
I do not know any of this.
Okay. All right.
I don't think it's as nice as the melon heads bringing your keys back. They're supposed to throw your car keys.
Urban legends of
They
the
just want you to
hidden
throw
temple.
They just want you to throw your car keys all the time.
Breaks
Yeah.
down the stairs and to the temple gates, and there you'll find the shrine of the silver monkey.
What is going on inside your head?
Assemble the shrine and you will descend into the forbidden forest.
Not temple gate!
The freshest.
Oh no! Bonanza. I start saying that like a bazinga. Bonanza.
It sounds like something you'd hear in Seinfeld.
Bonanza.
Yeah.
It's because George Costanza.
Yeah, okay.
George. Bananas.
Bazinga. All right.
Again, so relevant. Continue.
All right. So there is vague lore behind this one.
What?
Yeah.
I am learning now that every story is vague as hell.
We
Vague
only bring the
lore.
facts. There's only facts in the archives. Come on.
Obviously.
All right. So I'm going to start us off with a quote. Life is a highway, but sometimes death is a rural dirt road. Ka-chow. Neil Willoughby, 2025.
I was said life is a highway, and I was like, cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, explicitly only that song was written for cars.
Yep. I'm pretty sure the car sang it.
Oh, fuck.
All right. So before we get into the specifics.
So wait, real quick though. I'm so sorry. So you're gonna say ka-chow from now on, and you're gonna say bonanza.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Bonanza. Only sadly, though, for some reason.
Sad bonanza.
God! It doesn't stop! A sad bonanza walks away.
Oh my lord.
The lore goes too deep. We gotta, I'm sorry,
gotta
Neil.
keep going. All right. On story. On story.
Okay. So before we jump in fully, have either of you ever driven down a road where vibes were just way off for no discernible reason?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I cry about it.
Yeah.
No, but usually I call Jennifer.
Fair. When can either of you name the last time that happened?
Mine probably would have been 2 years ago, and it was in October, and I don't even remember exactly where I was going, but I was going to
You were on the phone with me.
Yeah, when I was going to the Halloween party.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to a friend's Halloween party that was over in an area that I was not familiar with, and it was happening at it was in the woods, and it was at one of the kind of rec center buildings that you'll have in the woods sometimes for Boy and Girl Scout troops and camping and all this other stuff. And it was the middle of the night, and I was going down this stretch of wooded road, and I was just oh my fucking God.
Yeah, there's been a few times, but also I will say they are for drastically different reasons. I guess they wouldn't be for no reason then on some of them. One time is because Kelly and I were being followed, did turn out to be a cop, and then he did pull me over because I was suspicious.
And we were in swampland.
Yeah, I don't really know. He explained it, but it didn't make much sense. But whatever. That was nerve-wracking. And then another time...
It sounds more official than saying, I was bored.
I was bored. Another time was literally anytime I turned down the wrong street in Detroit, where I'm like, I'm not supposed to be here. There's not a soul around for miles. And then sometimes just really creepy, like dirt roads. I will say, like out where I live, it's a little bit more closer to like farmland. So if you drive like 20 minutes past my house, you are just in nothing.
Ooh, it doesn't even have to be nighttime. If I'm like out in the boonies, like if you're coming back from somewhere up north or something and there's like construction or an accident, so it'll have you like get off in a rural area for like 16 miles and then get back on the freeway. Sometimes when it is like you've just been going for a while and you haven't seen another car in a minute, even if it's like the middle of the day, suddenly you're like,
yeah. And I like driving through the countryside because it's very beautiful and very relaxing, especially if like the sky is right and everything. But it just, especially at night, you're driving, you're like, okay. There's literally a street by my house that if I turn down, it is just trees. And then it does turn into some houses, but it's very ominous for like half a mile. And you're like, okay, this is how I have to go to turn my mail in.
Right. That kind of experience, though, like the dirt road, no street lights, like that's what Morrow Road has been for years.
Okay.
So Morrow Road, I don't know how we want to pronounce it. I always called it Morrow Road. But it might be
dialect.
Morrow.
It could be either.
I mean, it's with an O?
Yeah.
I feel like that's Morrow.
It just depends on if you're feeling like getting fancy with
Morrow, like tomorrow.
Yeah, we say tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
No, fucking
tomorrow.
You guys are overthinking it a lot. You say tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, I said Morrow or Morrow.
You had one moment where your inflection got a little too rich for my blood.
Morrow Road is in rural southeast Michigan. It's on the edge of Algonac, Michigan.
Oh, I know where that is.
It is literally like...
Wait, I do know. Okay. I know this because this is one of the things I have heard before with the keys and everything, so it makes sense that I would know of the place.
Because it's close. Mm-hmm. It's close to us. It's actually like, I looked at it on the map and it runs like right behind the state park.
Oh.
And we go to that state park all of the time. So...
Interesting.
Yeah. So the story goes, not long ago, this stretch was nothing more than a narrow dirt path. It had almost no houses and no streetlights, just trees, silence, and this terrifying urban legend. At the heart of the story, it's a mother and her child and a disappearance that has turned into a haunting.
Ooh.
So let's talk about that. According to most common versions of the tale, this woman lived along Morrow Road in the late 1800s. And this here in the research I did, I found out that like this tale in that specific area is like, this is an urban legend that legit started in the 1800s.
Okay.
About this specific path, this road.
Cool.
So the only thing we have for a name for this woman is the initials IC.
P.
Which is
I see you pee.
I see you pee.
That's far too long. This is obviously where the Insane Clown Posse got their name. Obviously.
I didn't have a joke ready.
I know you didn't because it was foolproof. You can't break my argument.
That's fair. That's fair. We have these initials that have gotten passed down through the lore, but there are no records that have ever been found to confirm that there was a woman who lived on this road who lost her child, who had the initials IC. Okay. But the most accepted version of the story goes like this. During a severe snowstorm, woman woke in the night to check on her child, only to find his bed empty. Panicked, she ran outside in nothing but her nightgown, calling for him, and froze to death in the relentless cold.
Was he in the house?
So, depends on how you want to tell the story, because some variants get more elaborate. In one, she actually couldn't take care of the child, and she abandoned it under the bridge on Morrow Road. And then after she got home, felt super fucking guilty and ran back out of the house only to discover that the child was gone when she got back to the bridge. Others suggest more sinister fates, like the boy was kidnapped, drowned, or murdered. And in one telling, they were both murdered. There's also, because we love spin-offs, there's a version that started in the 1950s that speaks of a, quote, Morrow Road monster, which is a creature allegedly preying on children in the area.
Huh.
Which fits into the story. If we want to go like further into the area, this is, it's Algonac State Park. And there are a lot of people who talk about Indian burial grounds. Scholars of Native American studies have found no proof that would lead towards a burying ground being around there. So
I just assume everything is.
I was say, the whole country is soaked in blood, but
fair. But no matter which version you hear, there's a constant, right? A woman who died searching, and many believe her spirit is still out there, forever looking for her boy. But enough history. Let's talk about what people say happens now. What witnesses claim to experience on Morrow Road. One of the most persistent legends is if you park on the old bridge at night, some say midnight. I always heard midnight. And honk 3 times, you will hear a baby crying.
Yeah, it'll be me. Stop fucking honking.
So some drivers report their engines dying right after. And then when the crying stops, the car will come back to life.
All I could think about was like, when you do this, I feel like you're like, late teens, early 20s or whatever.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So I just imagine you giving that a try, right? You doing it, your car dies. You're like, oh my God, this is magical. Me doing that, my car giving out and dying. It's just because we have shitty cars at that age.
Oh, 100%.
I can't go on a bridge and turn my car off. That's a bad idea. Or honk my horn 3 times. It didn't even work 1 time. Right. Kelly knows this. She was in my car. My horn did not work. It was the ghost.
It was the most appropriate. You needed that horn to work so bad that it wouldn't fucking
It just didn't. Which also meant that the airbag did not work. So that was also sick.
I'm just picturing like if there was a group of us that were like, all right, let's go try this thing, and we're parked on the bridge, and then the car fucking dies, but we know the lore and we know that like it's not gonna switch back on until like the baby stops crying. I would immediately get keyed up and scared too fucking fast. I just picture myself getting out of the car with a bat and just be like, you better shut up!
I need my car to work.
I'll find you, baby!
If I have to tow my car again all the way out here. Ooh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
unnecessarily threatening a fictional infant with a bat.
Don't cry.
So
classic 90s.
You've killed him.
God damn. Classic 90s things, putting your car in a sleeping bag when it won't start back up on a bridge.
When the ghost baby won't stop crying, so you have to put your car in a sack and then whip it against the tree a few times like how you did in the 90s.
Until the engine starts like in the 90s.
I don't know how this is a running joke with you guys that you both love so much. I don't know how, but one day I will design that entire phrase on a t-shirt.
Oh, fuck. It's so stupid.
If I had the money, that is what you'd be getting for Christmas, both of you.
My God.
Merry Scratchmas.
Merry Scratchmas.
Hashtag.
Oh, fuck.
It is now what? Today would be the 16th.
I don't know. The last time I thought it was 11th. So even though I said, oh God, I hope it was 11th, it was not.
I bet you it's December.
So it's December 16th today. Happy December 16th.
Maybe. I don't trust it.
So ghostly lights are another big part of this story. People have seen neon green orbs drifting between the trees, sometimes floating into the road, chasing cars, and then vanishing.
Don't chase me.
Don't chase
Sorry,
me.
I just
fucking rude ass orbs.
I'm gonna assume it's somebody like on my butt, like driving. And I'm just gonna be like, no.
It's just one of those laser pens.
No.
Here's the version I always heard, right? Mm-hmm. Which was that you go to the old bridge at midnight. It had to be at midnight. You turn off your car. You put your keys on the roof of the car.
That's it. Yes.
You put your keys on the roof of the car, and you honk 3 times. And you're either supposed to hear the baby crying, possibly see an apparition of a woman, or those like glowing orbs.
Mm-hmm. Is she wearing a white dress?
Yes, she is.
And I think every time now we should have your little, and there you go, guys.
One more for the lady ghost in the white dress. Here she is.
I'm just going to keep Lady in Dress.
I keep hearing lady in drag, and I was like, you know what?
Oh, you know.
That also works.
So, but what I always heard was you're supposed to like wait until you hear that. And so after you honk 3 times, when the lights started coming towards you was when it was time to get the fuck out of Dodge, essentially. Right?
Only then?
Only then.
But
or
what if
like
the baby's still crying and my car won't start? My keys.
That's the whole thing. They're like, it was like, if the woman comes towards you or the lights come towards you, get the fuck out of Dodge. Whatever you do.
To back up?
Or drive straight. But it's like, get out of there. Don't be standing still. But also whatever you do, don't get out of the car.
Brother,
Where are my keys?
You lost me the second you had to put the keys outside of the car. I'm disgusted. I will not do that. There's so many accidents. You're going to get stranded.
At least with the melon heads, they were nice enough to bring them back.
They shouldn't be out of it. Yes, correct.
I'm just saying, like, if the
Any
story...
urban legend, that sounds like a con, and there's like a highwayman waiting in the woods. It's like, we spread the word so all these fucking stupid kids know to throw their keys out of the car.
Joke's on them. Good luck getting my car to start anyways.
Dude, your keys stay with you. They stay with you.
Well, that's the joke. I put the fake car keys on top. It's just a kid.
You literally have goo-goo keys. You're just like, go get it.
Oh, how will I start my car?
Jingle, jingle.
That's such the John Mulaney joke.
Oh, no.
Like, get an extra set of keys. You can find them at any haberdashery. You want them? Go and get them.
Go and get them. Scare!
Also, like, I get doing something that's spooky and scary, and then, like, a little bit, what could feel a little bit dangerous, like, oh, if you go over this hell bridge, you might see demon eyes, all this stuff. Or if you're swimming, no, that one goes too dangerous. The second that it's like, but if you fuck up and they get you, you're dunzos. What? No, I get it. Boys and kids and even girls. Even
just like putting the keys on the roof, it already keys up the like adrenaline so high because anything could go wrong. So you're just like,
I don't want to put my hand back out of the car. Someone's going to grab it.
Man door hand to a car door. I'm sorry.
Honestly,
very loud.
It does feel like that. Like, like when I was revisiting this, I was like, oh yeah, it does. It does feel like it has parts of that in it, right? Yeah. Beyond the orbs and crying, there are some accounts that have kind of become part of the lore of like people experiencing it. So this is my friend's cousin, whatever. But that's been passed down so many times and there's not any real records of any of this. Yeah. But these accounts of people experiencing this have gotten passed down and have been baked in now to the lore, right?
Sure.
So according to a website called Scary for Kids.
Oh my God. Credible source.
They're going to put their toy keys on top of the car.
Right. It's just their little red and yellow little things.
No.
Play school car.
Guys, that doesn't make any sense. They have to have at least the ones with little batteries in them so you can drive them.
Yeah,
the little Broncos.
Yeah, I had one of those. Almost died. Went right into the road when the car was coming. A neighbor saved my life. It was Zachary's fault mostly, but
I love that fucking thing.
Doubt that.
No. Yeah, it was definitely his fault.
So according to Scary for Kids, some witnesses claim the woman appears in a torn blue nightgown, bloody and distorted. One particularly horrifying version is when a man stopped when he saw a figure like holding its face in its hands, kind of like bent over, because I feel like the way that was worded, they're not like actually holding their face out.
Yeah.
Okay. But he slowed down on the road. She was on the side of the road, asked if she was okay. She looked up and she had no eyes. Her face was bloodied and she pointed and screamed, "Where's my baby?"
How are you supposed to know if you gouge your own eyes out, lady?
Rename the website Too Scary for Kids.
Yeah, honestly.
Too Scary for Kids was already taken, so they had to shorten it.
This is not for kids. It's spooky.
That is terrifying.
There is another encounter story that says one night a group of teenagers went out to Morrow Road. They had heard the legends and wanted to test it out for themselves. They parked their car and honked their horn 3 times. All of a sudden, a woman appeared from the bushes. The teenagers began screaming and floored the accelerator. They peeled out of there so fast they thought the wheels were going to pop off their car. But when they finally stopped and examined the car, they found bloody fingerprints all over the door as if someone had been trying to get in.
I would shit my pants.
Dude, it better be a ghost, because otherwise you fully hit somebody.
Dude, hand hook, man.
Yeah, man door, hand hook, car door.
Yes.
It was between that and just, oh my God, we hit a boot. Where's the foot?
In another story, some teens went out there with a Ouija board. They were looking to contact the ghost, and when they started asking the board, the planchette started going crazy. It spelled out that one of them would die in 6 years. Then they heard screaming in the woods and got scared and left. After a couple of years, they forgot about their strange experience. However, on that very same day, 6 years later, one of them died in a car crash.
Ooh, what if that was just a warning?
Right.
I would say, like,
helpful.
I feel like
and
if they're
driver,
like,
Barbara Walters.
Wah, 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 wah.
it's really funny because if I do end up editing this, where that is in the end,
Oh.
everyone will be confused. Stay tuned for a special message after this episode.
The lore
But,
might
so-
shock you.
If you're like playing with the Ouija board or something spooky and they're like, ooh, you're going to die in 3 days. That seems ominous. That seems like they're out to get me. That seems like they cursed me. If it is over 2 weeks later, that is not them cursing me. That is them letting me know that this is happening in the future and it has nothing to do with them. If they're like, in 24 years, you're going to die because you fell off your bed into water. You were parent trapped. Incorrectly.
I was gonna say that, or like the ghost set up like the world's longest. What's that
The
kind of like
con?
machine?
Rube Goldberg?
Yeah, it set up like a 6-year long one of those.
Like that's just too much time for it to be like, I'm gonna be the reason you die. And I'm like, especially if it's like, maybe they were like, okay, you're all gonna die one day because we know this is inevitable, but only one of you dies from a car incident, and I, as a car road ghost, I know these things and I can tell you. And then they were like, fuck that, I ain't gonna listen. And then 6 years later, the ghost is like, are you fucking joking? I specifically told you the exact goddamn day. And you ignored me.
And you ignored me. You didn't heed my warning.
You did not heed the warning of the hand door, blood, car door.
White dress lady, yes.
All right, so the last one of these stories, but one that is just as relevant to the lore around it, is that one night some drunken college students went out to Morrow Road, but when the ghost didn't appear, they got angry and decided to light the bridge on fire. The flames shot up over their heads, and in the flames they saw the face of the woman appear. She was screaming, "Where's my baby?" They had to be taken to the hospital, suffering from severe burns, and all three were disfigured for life.
I'm gonna say this right now. Why? That's your own fucking fault. Not even if there's a ghost or not. Don't catch things on fire. I get it. I love fire. I love catching things on fire.
I don't.
In fireplaces. It's a lot of fun.
No.
It's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
But
No.
I will say I have no desire to like burn down a building
We have
or
a
anything.
tank with a Home Depot bucket to put it out.
All I'm saying is to be like, I'm drunk and now I'm mad. I'm gonna burn this bridge down. Bitch, it's a bridge. What? No. Also, like, if you are going to be irresponsible, if you're going to be an arsonist and you're going to burn stuff down, guess what happens when fire does fire things? It becomes more fire. And bad things happen when there's more fire. So you can't, like, yeah, you're going to get fucking burned. That's, when you play with fire, you're going to get burned. That's literally the saying.
Just drunk college boys just setting shit on fire.
It didn't say college boys. It says college kids, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to go
On a ledge here.
out on the wildest, shakiest limb you've ever seen. I'm going out on the hangman's limb here, and I'm going to fucking assume
I will also
that
assume
those
that
were some junior varsity boys.
beta cucks. No, if anything, there's going to be like 4 boys and 1 girl. Maybe 2 girls. But they're going to be the ones being like, oh my God, no. What are you doing? No, burn it better.
Burn it back. It's just a very like fucking Jennifer's Body version of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
And then they got disfigured, so the fire said, get good.
Yeah.
Get fucking
Listen,
good, dude.
I would not want anyone to get hurt even when they do something stupid like that, but that one I feel the least sorry for.
Sure.
Don't drunkenly try to catch a bridge on fire. That's stupid. Is this bridge over water or is it just a bridge?
It's over water.
You're trying to catch a bridge over water on fire? Dumb. Not that, the water under it's going to help, but it's still stupid.
Is the water troubled? Over troubled water.
You guys keep singing that, and I
will burn you down. Skeptics argue that many of the sightings are pranks. According to Unexplained Mysteries, local police have reported teenagers staging fake supernatural events.
What?
Hanging dummies, lighting fires, even using the horn trick to scare each other.
Sorry, wrong horn? Wrong horn?
No,
Correct.
I'm going there with my jalopy.
Listen, that ghost has no idea what's going to happen when that horn goes, and about 16 people come out of a tiny car.
Oh my god.
Yes.
We're here to find your baby.
Quick pause on that. I found this the other day, and I thought it was very funny for Neil.
That's very
It's a bumper
funny.
sticker that says, "Stop honking, I'm crying," to the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
It doesn't
Gordon
stop.
Lightfoot. I saw it, and I was like, this is for Neil.
This is for Neil.
But not everyone buys the rational explanations. Some paranormal researchers who have visited the site and other believers suggest that what people see are residual hauntings, echoes of a past tragedy playing out again and again. Some even argue that the land itself is charged with grief, the mother's endless search projected into the night.
Which goes off of our episode, our last episode, where we talked about why ghosts stay where they stay and like, what is it?
Right. And that's I was trying to think of how to say like the energy stays, but either like
It latches on to the area. I mean,
right.
they say, what is it? Like energy, matter cannot be
created
or destroyed. It just can transfer or like, change its like base of it or whatever.
Right.
So, I mean, like you can be like, oh, emotions aren't strong enough to like tether something or like, mentally like the human mind wouldn't be able to, but there's energy in there somehow and it has to go somewhere.
100%. Yeah, no. I agree with that completely.
One day we'll have a full episode about the Paper Mario, like it goes into like time, like the linear time stuff, but it's the Paper Mario like effect or something.
I've never heard of the Paper Mario effect.
You definitely have, because I say it every time I'm drunk.
You don't get drunk often.
It was a while ago. At the Joan house, there's a video of Joan who was...
Dan, that was like 8 years ago.
Okay, I literally say this
I say it all the
time.
Dan?
All the time.
Okay.
I'll start talking about it later and you guys will get it. Anyways, I'll do a whole episode on that. It will have nothing to do with Michigan, but it will have a very long-standing conversation about ghost and everything with that as well.
Right.
Paper Mario theory. Not,
okay.
Yeah, that's
I'll hold you to it because I want to hear this. So one thing that like even the skeptics can't deny about this tale, though, is the consistency. This is one of Michigan's oldest urban legends, dating back to the 1800s. And though there's been some slight variations in the invention of a monster in the 50s, because why the hell not?
They were on coke.
Yeah, right. I mean, we've done episodes on medical treatments in the 50s.
What?
So, woo! But that being said, like most of it never changes, including like the main part of the experience. The orbs, the woman screaming in her nightdress, the crying of a baby in the woods, right? So what's clear is that Morrow Road has never stopped haunting people. In stories, in rumors, in people's late night drives, over the years, it's caught the attention of Channel 4 News and, according to one of my sources for this, even made a cameo on Unsolved Mysteries.
Oh my God.
Oh, I believe that.
I tried so hard to find the episode. and I could not.
Hmm.
And when I say I tried so hard, I looked for about 15 minutes online.
Yeah.
That's
And I
actually
could not
quite a
find
bit,
it.
though.
That's how it goes.
I didn't go past the first page of Google.
what
So
No one should.
do you expect to find there?
right. Nothing good. Nothing good. There has been a film project for a film retelling of this tale. There's been a film project in the works since before. I want to say it was like 2009.
Oh my God. Okay.
So we're talking 16 years ago.
Sure.
Right. The reason I say this and like bring this up is because I was going to audition for that film
Okay.
in like 2009 when I was still doing the whole acting thing,
Sure.
right? So I was going to audition for it, and then I heard that like funding, like they didn't have the funding to do it, and I was like, oh, all right, well, I got other stuff to do, and kind of like didn't even go for it, whatever. As of their last update, which I believe was like 3 or 4 months ago,
Oh, okay.
they are 53% done with
Oh my
shooting the
God.
film.
Oh my God. Okay.
So I think they got into production like way later than that,
Sure.
like a decade or so later than
Yeah.
that, at least. But they've had the same website like since, and I looked at their Facebook page and it says their Facebook page for this was created in 2011.
Oh my
and I was
God.
like, man, that is commitment. And
Yeah.
I would love to see the
Yeah.
film one day. They have like a little teaser trailer thing. But it's just some local, person doing it by their own. But they have a whole merch store of Morrow Road. I think one of the things they have is like the logo for the movie on a lantern,
Oh my God.
which is like great marketing.
Yeah. Dude, if they like whenever it gets done, if they ever like have a premiere, we should go.
100%. I would love to.
Listen, you can still, if they're not fully done with it, you can audition now. You can be like the man at the gas station.
The man at the gas station shouldn't go down that road.
Yeah, literally.
This whole legend seems to be an amalgamation of classic ghost stories, the woman in white, the woman who lost her baby, the woman who is forever searching for her baby.
Yeah.
And classic urban legends, right? Because maybe not necessarily like, so regret, right? Regret is the driving force of the entity in this, right? Like
Sure.
she lost her baby, she's trying to find it, which is like a big thing. But then also with each of those littler stories about encounters, we get more and more into the morality of it, right?
Sure.
Teens were drinking and doing something they shouldn't have, and they got disfigured for life.
Whoa.
Right. But it's like, it's that. It's, you're in a place you shouldn't be at night. Stay away from places you shouldn't be at night.
Cautionary tales.
That's 100% it, though.
Yeah. That's where our legends come from.
Well, and that's exactly what this is, right?
Yeah.
But that being said, I did go when I was, I don't know, I must have been like 15.
Sure.
Right? I did go. And I was with a car full of people.
Sure. Thank God. Because if you went by yourself, I'd be like, you stupid little idiot. Go.
Son of an idiot.
No, I was 15. I couldn't even drive yet legally.
Like that stops anybody. That doesn't matter.
Well, fair.
Morality.
I was going to say, you said you couldn't drive legally. That was enough of that conversation for me to understand.
Yeah. But no, somebody else drove. I was in the back seat. We had I think we had 5 people in the car, right?
Sure.
2 in the front, 3 in the back. And the girls we were with, as soon as we rolled down the windows to start hearing any crying from the woods, one of them started screaming. But I will say, I did see a light.
Nope.
Oh, no.
Dan, he's haunted.
He's haunted. Get out.
He's been haunted this whole time.
The whole time?
The whole time.
Precious.
Your niece is half haunted. We have to get out of this
Now,
house.
could
half
I
haunted.
say for sure
He's a phantom.
that it was a ghostly orb? No.
Yes. Oh, no.
No,
Good
not
Dan.
at all.
Good, Dan.
The most likely thing it probably was
Was a ghost.
headlights coming from down the road. Either way,
One would
they
hope.
were behind us and we took off. And I...
Wait, did you turn the car off? I forgot if you said that.
Oh, yeah. No, we had turned the car off.
Did the keys go on the hood? Or on the outside?
Yeah.
I hate.
The guy driving had him on the roof.
I don't know why. That's the part that I really fucking hate because it's so
also
preventable.
This also sounds 130% like Neil when he was younger.
Oh, yeah.
I do that, bro.
Listen, everybody does stupid shit, for sure.
Bet you would have gotten out of the car.
You're going to have to work for like 3 months to convince me that you're not at least a little haunted. Danny Phantom ass.
He's been waiting this whole time for us to start a podcast on our own and then be a part of it and then have this story come up a few episodes in so that it's more natural that he talks about it.
I hate it. Glad you made it out alive.
So we're going next time we go to Algonac State Park, right?
Absolutely not. I'm
Yeah,
not going
come on.
anywhere that's violent.
It's not necessarily violent. They just...
That's someone who's haunted.
See,
we say.
okay.
Don't get out
listen.
of the car. You're fine.
That's not true.
For
They said
sure.
if they come at you, you better go. What if our car breaks down?
But
What's our luck?
everything I heard, if you stay in the car, you're fine, but also get the fuck out of there if
Listen.
things start coming at you.
Yeah, what if you can't?
If there's multiple of us, I will be in the car, but I need you to know on the other end of it that you will have to endure me being in that car.
You remember
if we
Kelly when we played Repo? You think? Mm-mm.
Yeah, hey, I'll go,
Listen,
but you gotta be prepared for some noise.
Listen, Kelly is a smart woman. She knows when it's not a place to be.
And I'll be loud about it.
Yes, she will.
All right. I mean, deal. Honestly, I'm down for
Honestly,
it. I
what's
think
going
it'd
to
be hilarious.
happen
We'll
is
record it.
We'll be driving. Neil will stop the car because he's always the one driving. And he'll be like, guess what road we're on? And you and I are going to start freaking out and pissing our pants.
What's gonna happen is you guys are gonna take me along, but you're gonna have to treat me like a dog in a thunder vest. I'm gonna have to be like on the floor of the back seat with like a sleeping mask on and like noise canceling headphones, and I'm just gonna be like,
I'll be like, no, Kelly, no. We're going camping. We aren't going anywhere near a ROAD.
you're gonna make it so I'm not gonna want to go camping with you now.
That's impossible. You always want to go.
No, I'm scared.
No, you won't leave me. It's fine.
So that is the legend of Morrow Road. For our listeners, if you ever find yourself on the dark stretch of Morrow Road, windows down, hard racing, and you dare to honk 3 times, if you hear a baby cry or see a pale figure in blue, whatever happens, just do me this favor. Don't get out of the car.
Hashtag Merry Scratchmas.
Hashtag Merry Scratchmas.
See, that I feel like when I was young, and I don't know if it was necessarily that story. Now, I do know I think I talked to you about that, like, when I first met you, like 7, 8 years ago, whatever it was now. But I remember in high school hearing of one of those places. It was that and Miniquay were the only two that I had vague ideas about. And that one was an absolute no-go for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to rack my brains over the course of a while. I've never heard of this, but just like I feel like you guys have like you said, there's always like a couple of urban legends that you know of. I can't think of any off the top of my noggin that I remembered hearing when I was younger.
It was just those two, and I was like on the side of the people who would know. Like it was Jennifer and her friends would talk about it, and I would be around and I'd hear it. It wasn't really even any of my friends talked about it. That and then. It was never quite a legend, but you all heard of like the one story about fish flies, right? With the kid and his dad. No, you've never heard of that one?
No, tell me this.
So it's so short that I could not do an actual episode on it because I don't actually know if there's anything written down. But growing up, I grew up like, all of us grew up just a few miles away from the water. And so and we get fish flies. It's a big thing in Michigan, especially off the water.
Midwestern lake town, it's especially like Michigan lake towns toward the like southeast, you get mayflies.
Yeah. And if you don't know what they are, they just kind of look like weird little worms with like big little wings, and they don't have mouths, and they live for 24 hours, and they just fly everywhere.
They're just like picture a less elaborate, very ugly smaller dragonfly, kind of.
I was literally just going to say that. Yes. Yeah, they kind of look like their body looks like the weird dudes from Men in Black, the little dudes.
A little bit. The worms, yeah.
Those mixed with like a smaller dragonfly. That's what they look like. Anyways, they are like bad for like a month and a half or something, or a few weeks. And that's about it. But they are literally everywhere in Michigan when that time happens. You get like the ground looks furry, or the building looks like it's literally covered in fur. It's bad.
There have been cases where cars have hydroplaned at night when going under streetlights because they gather where light is, which is why during certain weeks of the summer in lake towns in southeast Michigan, you will find that most of the 7-Elevens have their lights turned off so that they don't accumulate. But cars have been known to hydroplane just because of the sheer amount of fish flies coating the roads.
I've absolutely done that, actually.
And they smell like fish.
Yeah. Oh, God, they smell so bad.
Yeah.
It's gross.
Anyways, so there was a story I was told as a child. Like, I'm pretty sure my dad told me, but we all know he loves to tell terrifying
tall tales.
Yeah. Anyways, so it's about how this boy and his dad were on a fishing boat out in the lake, and I think it was like the boy's fishing, and then he looks around and he can't find his dad. Like, he's just off the boat. He's gone. And so the kid's like, oh, that's really weird, but like, I'm going to keep looking. I don't know. And then all of a sudden, a fish fly lands right on his shoulder, and he goes, ew, fish fly. And he like hits it off, right? And then another one comes, and then another one. And he's like fighting them off until a whole swarm of them get over him, and the boat capsizes, and then he's gone. That's the whole story. I can't believe you guys have never heard that.
No, I think that
it was
might
like
be
literally a fish fly monster. I feel like everyone knew it. But I guess it could have just been me.
I feel like that's something your dad made up.
Probably, but I feel like I had friends and stuff who knew it too.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, but I could have been like, someone on the soccer team said the thing, so we all knew it, but it was like, from the same source. I don't know. But growing up, it was that. And then, because I remember my two like very distinct memories of fish flies is that story. And then my dad would joke when we'd go to like my brother's soccer, like after the soccer games, and we go get ice cream. He would put a fish fly on the top of his ice cream and be like, oh, you boys are, wimps. I'm going to eat this fish fly. And then he would quickly like hit it off and then like take a bite so it looked like he ate it. And then he would have all these like 10-year-old little boys eating fucking fish flies to prove that they are also cool. And then my dad would be like, don't actually eat those. And it's too late. I saw a kid put a fish fly on his tongue and put it in his mouth.
Oh my God.
It was disgusting.
Yeah. It doesn't sound good.
It's not.
And yet the worst thing about it, though, is that us having like a booming fish fly population is a sign that our ecosystem is doing okay.
Yeah.
Because the summers when we don't have them, that means that things are real bad.
Yeah. I will say the lakes that it's off of, I would never go swimming in because they are just not designed to be like, there's just too many like coves, like it just gathers gross and dirt.
It's the canals and it's
so
all the foam.
In all of the Michigan lakes, I would not go swimming in Lake St. Clair. I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't go swimming in the Detroit River. I wouldn't do it.
But, it's a really localized
Lake St. Clair
thing.
is like really big, though. And
there
are parts of it that are very beautiful.
Well, and I know a lot of people, if you go like on a boat and you go out a ways, then you're totally fine. It's just all that junk gathers.
Yeah.
In a lot of these little parts.
Nowhere near the shore. But
yeah. No, it is a very pretty lake, but you're going to smell a lot of fish. Yeah. Because they get caught right there. But, But apparently, if you get a lot of fish flies, it's good for the environment. It says, they're very temperamental, apparently, in their environment.
Well, that's like, when it comes to like signs of like the healthy like biodiversity, whatever, I've been seeing nothing but stories about how like fireflies, lightning bugs, whatever, they're going to die out in the next like 10 years or whatever. Around here,
dude, they've been booming.
We have so many. It's fucking beautiful.
Pro tip, if you want to see the population of fireflies boom in like the coming seasons and years, don't always rake up all of your leaves because a lot of the larva lives in those decaying leaves. So
yeah,
occasionally leave the leaves.
It's that, and like in the beginning of spring, you're supposed to wait till like the last like frost day because that's where like bees and stuff also start off. So you just wait a little longer. You don't have to wait forever, just a little longer.
Listeners, have you enjoyed this? Did you come here for spooky stuff and then learn science instead? Tricked you.
Listen.
Tricked you. You're going home with some knowledge today, boy.
Species going extinct because of the environment is very scary. Right, Dan. You're so right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, Neil, anything else on that story?
No, that's it. And when the fish fly population does drop, I'm sure the lady on Morrow Road will be yelling, "Where's my fish flies?"
And like sliding around a little
I was
bit.
gonna say she goes.
baby? Also the fish flies.
She like goes to grab it.
All there.
She goes to grab at the door when somebody's driving away, and she slips on the fish flies, and it's disgusting.
She does.
Yeah.
She slips under the car, gets run over.
I'll have to see if I can find that story about the fish
please do.
flies. I just remember hearing it all the time when I was young.
Well, we're going to have to look it up, and we will keep you updated on a future episode of Dead Pine Archives.
That was beautiful. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, wherever you're listening to this podcast. We always post there. So keep listening. Give us a rating, 5 stars, comment, email, whatever the hell you want to do. And I think that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's about it.
But yeah, we will see you in the next episode.
Catch you later.
Bye.
Hooroo.
And apparently we are talking about the ghost of Barbara Walters.
You were gonna switch over to Barbara Streisand.
I was.
She is very much still alive.
Is Barbara Walters dead?
I don't know. I don't know who that is.
Cut this out.
Wait, why?
I don't know if she's alive or dead.
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Baba Wawa. That's how she talks. Oh, yeah, she did die.
Okay.
She died like 3 years ago.
Okay.
Aw.
Thought so.
On December 30th, 2022.
Wow.
Wow, 100 years to the hour after Walt Disney died. No, can you imagine?
Wait, when did Walt Disney die? Hold on.
Oh no, this isn't how this was supposed to go at all.
Now I gotta look it up.
It's probably not even close.
Walt
But turns out they're
Disney.
both Geminis.
What kind of last name is Disney?
Great question.
Like,
Okay, so not, but like surprisingly closer than not to like 100 years, but he died December 15th,
oh.
And what was the
1966.
Oh, but and the other date
30th.
was
The date was
Okay,
December
yeah, way
30th,
closer than-
2022.
weird.
So literally what? 4, carry the 4, 34, 56.
Horseshoes and hand grenades, people! Horseshoes and hand grenades!
56 years and 15 days after Walt Disney died, the Grim Reaper.
The Grim Reaper rose again.
I'm going to cut all of this out, but
Are you?
I'm going to cut this all out, but I'm going to put it at the end.
Oh, okay. I see.
Wonderful.
No, you cut everything out, and then there's like 30 seconds of silence, and then all of the listeners hear is "ba wah wah wah" from Neil.
Wah, wah, wah. They'll get it.
I'm gonna have to add a soundbite that's like, this conversation will be continued at the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
All right.